Okay, firstly, I just want to say I recorded this entire video with this stupid screen way too far to the right, so you can barely see like a lot of the tweets. So I'm going to screenshot all of them. And yeah, by the way, look at my weird serious face right now that's just froze. Anyway, so it might look a little bit different, but yeah, that's why. All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. I hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. We have a big one in today's video regarding some roster changes, some last minute moves, and Dark Zero already making a change after they just picked up somebody that apparently had retired, but now he's back, and now maybe he's going to another team. Is he gonna re-retire? Who knows what's going on, but the roster lock is coming in soon, and that's why you have all of these changes that are taking place. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. So the first thing that I wanted to make mention of today, you got a big one right here in the introduction news. Realm is over. You guys may remember the Realm League. Obviously, over the last couple of weeks, a lot of tier 2 pro players have been really trying to get their name out there. A lot of tier 1 pro players have been getting involved as well, but maybe not so much as Realm was hoping for. And it's Matt tweeted out, breaking news, Realm seems to be over. And in this tweet, you guys can see, guys, sometimes you try things and they fail, and that is okay. It was fun for a few weeks. Then they also said we can't just simply throw 150k out whenever the top tier 1 pros in the world don't choose to grind it. So I understand. At the same time, it sucks to see. Like, I know they were really banking on, all the like big streamers and stuff getting involved, and sometimes they did, but there was a lot of complaints in behind that, so they feel like maybe they just can't simply continue with it. It kind of sucks because I feel like Realm did a lot of things right, and I think they were like going somewhere eventually with some tweaks here and there. But, at the same time, I know 150k is a lot to just throw out. By the way, a lot of you guys have been telling me to switch to dark mode, and so I'm on it now. The problem is I have to keep switching back to, light mode for the tweets and stuff in the thumbnail, so it just gets confusing. But I'll try dark mode, or is at least dim mode. Now, there was a little bit more controversy to Realm closing because Fallout had eventually tweeted that here is a screenshot of the Realm GG's official statement to the pro players in MEA and NA, confirming that they will be canceling / postponing the solo queue and team queue for the Realm League. Realm was widely speculated to have been backed by Canadian cryptocurrency investors, with reported plans of using crypto and other blockchain services as part of their business model for Apex Legends. Speculations are surfacing that this may be the cause of their exit, obviously with crypto not doing so hot now. Well, Realm actually kind of threw some shots here and said, we will dispel one rumor in the meantime. Don't let fake news Fallout fool you. This decision has nothing to do with crypto, and Cutnoid has always been the real alpha. Anyways, obviously Fallout, former ALGS caster, now kind of getting into like the whole news situation stuff over on Twitter as well, and even like the Apex After Hours and all of that stuff. Cutnoid has been an ALGS reporter for quite some time as well, so it seems like they're throwing some shots here. But I think one of the biggest mistakes you could do is throw some shots at one of the fan favorited casters for Apex, and I just don't think that was a play. And even Nocturnal would just basically say, can you guys just go one day without tweeting like absolute morons? And then they're saying fake news Fallout is probably one of the top funniest things that I've read. So while I do think it was kind of funny just to see like a random stray shot out of nowhere, it's a little, obviously this is not a good business model to be attacking, like, being like calling out and throwing shade at some of these people, especially as big of a name as Fallout is as well. But I like both of these guys. Cutnoid is a great guy as well. But then Fallout actually responded saying, these were the rumors from multiple pros and sources, but I clearly said this is speculated. Sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire, especially in the current crypto environment, but sometimes it's a bonfire. So there were multiple sources that said that this was a digital wallet payment related, and I'm simply sharing with a community who deserves transparency. If you have a different truth, we would all love to hear it. And they simply never responded to that one as well. Also wanted to make mention of this. Stay Naughty calls out a lot of the North American teams for being dog and don't deserve to have the POIs in comp that y'all have. Therefore, if my team contests, just know y'all are gonna get screwed real good by this 4-3 linear. Jeez, I mean, this guy went out like all out. I don't blame him, honestly, but I think it's funny because there's always been this like controversy with North American players, because like you guys may have saw over on the Apex Lounge channel not long ago, you had Hal actually kind of throwing some shots and Nocturnal throwing some shots at North American players, calling them all brain dead. They're all like just absolutely dumb. They play the game so dumb, and that's why North American is just filled with a bunch of idiots, is what they specifically said. They called North American players idiots. So Naughty's obviously not happy with the way that these whole drop spots are, and a lot of teams obviously having to reclaim things that a lot of teams feel like maybe they don't deserve. So it's interesting interesting to see because you're going to have issues with now teams trying to claim the same POI coming into regional finals, being that, you know, a lot of these teams may have the same drop locations, and you're going to have some contests, and that means you're going to have some upsets. We've seen Dark Zero be a team that really struggled in the contest at the beginning of Split 1 and all of this stuff. I think they dropped like multiple back-to-back games over at the LAN because they just kept losing the contest. So we'll see what teams have issues this time as we get into these contests coming into regional finals this coming weekend. Drop responded though from Optic Gaming saying, dude, Naughty, calm down, man. Jeez. But this man obviously was on to something. That means we're meaning business when we get down to all of these matches coming up shortly. There's going to be a lot of tension. There's going to be a lot of beef, and I'm all for it. I think that's what makes Apex better, honestly, in the esports department. And lastly, of the tier 1 news, the big stuff I needed to make mention. Actually, there's like 2 more tier newses after this, so never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just definitely please don't unsubscribe because I am an idiot, but I need your support. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Let's just get back on with the video. Tech updated us this morning, or actually last night and this morning, saying, all right, guys, let's make up our mind. He knew that one of his teammates was under investigation by Dark Zero, basically, to be picked up, because you guys may have remember from a previous video that Rambo was actually like a little upset because Dark Zero brought him back, but then they basically told him, hey, we're going to be honest with you. We are looking to maybe replace you with someone else. It's not because we think, obviously, we're not doing good with you. It's just that we want to make sure, for sure, that this is the player, that you're the player we want to go with moving forward. So he was like, you know, said he does feel some kind of way about that. So it seemed like he was a little bit aggravated. And honestly, I feel like once you cross that line, it's kind of hard to regain because you kind of lost your trust with those guys. Well, Tech said, let's make up our mind. Which one of my teammates are you going to be stealing? Roster lock is tomorrow at noon, and I have work in the morning. Let's get it over with, PvP and Zero. And, you know, his Watson even said, I was thinking about taking one of them. So we were wondering what is going on. All the pros kind of chimed in here saying, yeah, this is kind of funny. What's going on? Thank you to Red Bull for tagging me in this over on Twitter, by the way. So a lot of people were wondering what's going to happen here. Well, then we got an update from Tech that said, update, I just woke up and the decision was made at 2 a.m. I now only have 8 hours to find a suitable replacement. Let's go, Dark Zero. Thank you for the time courtesy. Honestly, I did not even consider this at first. Like at first I was just thinking, okay, what's going to happen? But then I didn't realize that this is honestly a kind of douchebag move for Dark Zero to steal their teammate last second. So now you put Meat Lovers in a situation where he only has 8 hours to think. Dark Zero has had weeks, because we already knew that they've been looking to make this decision for quite some time. They've had weeks to consider this, and now they're leaving Meat Lovers with only 8 hours to consider who's going to be a third. Do they even have time to trial people? I doubt it. So who are they going to actually pick up? This really sucks for Tech. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't see this perspective at first, but now I realize this is kind of a crappy move from Dark Zero, in my personal opinion. I love the boys over there, friends with a lot of them, but still, this was definitely not the way to go about it. But yeah, so the roster lock timing system kind of does suck as well. Maybe you could blame Apex for it. Regardless, that was what was in the news. Now, there was a little bit of an update from this coming from Fallout, saying after all the craziness surrounding Dark Zero and Rambo the last few weeks, and despite their solid performance with Bo, Dark Zero has confirmed their replacement with one of the Meat Lovers team, which was like Zinus. I don't really, be honest with you. I'm just trying to get back into the pro scene. Like 6 months ago or 4 months ago, whenever I started this channel, we're getting all the tier 1 pros down pat, and now I'm getting into the less known teams as far as like organization wise. Meat Lovers obviously doesn't have a big organization, so I know Tech, of course, because he's one of the bigger ones, but their teammates, obviously, I'm still trying. Don't judge me. If the pro player sees this and he's like, yo, what is this ALGS guy doing? He don't even know how to pronounce his name. Just give me a break, okay? I'm trying. Breakout Rising Star from Tech's led Meat Lovers. Rainbow has been reportedly been screaming with the Meat Lovers in what may end up being a 1-to-1 swap. So it seems like maybe Rainbow goes to Meat Lovers. I don't even know if this is the quality decision they wanted to make, but it just kind of seems like it's one of those like bonding moments, right? You know, like, hey, we got screwed over, you got screwed over, let's just join up together and see if we can get revenge back on those guys. And that would actually be interesting if you see Meat Lovers like kind of grief Dark Zero in one of their games as well. Tough situation for many, he said, highlighting the concern around poaching in esports and whether or not it's fair game to poach from teams that are not signed to an org and do not have legal poaching contracts protecting them like big orgs do. P.S. This is 100% clearing Bo's name now and validating his story from our interview the other week. Shocking that people still doubted him after then. So not only did I think about how like scumbag of a move this was to leave Meat Lovers with like a last minute decision in order to do this, But now, not only that, you also have a situation where, you know, Meat Lovers, obviously, they're not a real team. They're not an organization. They have no money to be paying players. So now whatever pro comes into this is going to have to accept no salary, no money, and they're just going to have to win and hope that they get picked up by an organization. And honestly, with as good as they seem to be playing right now, I don't think that that's too far out of the realm of possibility. And I would hope that maybe that could be fixed soon. Hopefully they can get picked up by somebody. Also wanted to mention, just as we wrap up the video, we've got some tier 1 news, we got some tier 2 news. So Litecoin obviously did not make the top 20 to go into the LAN event, or I mean, sorry, the regional finals. So you did have some situations where those guys were leaving. McLovin said he has parted ways with Litecoin Esports. You also had a couple players in here as well, like Costa, who basically said that he has decided to not go into too much depth here, but basically the long hours caught up with me, and basically saying, you know, he's going to other endeavors as well. So sad to see Costa you know, moving away from the whole competitive scene, but it looks like he might get into some content creation stuff as well. Also, Cody looking for a team for the next pro league, LCQ. This is more some tier 2 news as well. iLox, you guys may remember, I think he played on I'm trying to think, he played on a team I was familiar with just recently that he left from. I cannot think of who it was. Oh no, he had tried out for the old Glitch Energy team. Never mind, totally different scenario there. So also looking for team. And then Hambino, you guys might know Hambino as well, also with the CCE UCX squad that Costa was making a move from. Said with Saul stepping down, me and Shiny are looking for one for Pro League and upcoming tournaments and realm/oversight. We're looking for a fragger that can follow calls and has experience. Obviously, you got a lot of good pros mentioned in the comments here, but I'm interested to see where they find themselves in the coming weeks as well. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. Today's been your daily dose of news. I've been doing all of these things in one take and not too much of a problem. A little bloopers here and there, but nothing that I feel like I need to cut out. But if you guys would rather have a little bit more edited videos, definitely let me know. Sometimes I like the naturalness of just like an all-in-one take, especially if it's not too bad. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Vibe or die, only positivity. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators.